Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Supreme Master Ching Hai thankfully present Keegan Kuhn and Kip Anderson the Shining World Compassion Award each, with humble supportive token of $20,000 each toward their humane project. In God's love, may heavens love and shield you every day. Continue watching to find out more.
Welcome, respectable viewers, to our show, Keegan Kuhn Vegan on a mission to better the world through films and music, part 1 of 2. I'm Daniel. Inaxa means hello in Miskito, an indigenous language spoken in the North Caribbean Coast Autonomous Region in Nicaragua. The optimistic people of the RACCN pray that your days be imbued with divine bliss. We are honored to feature the award-winning filmmaker and acclaimed musician, Mr. Keegan Kuhn from Arizona, United States. You may already be familiar with some of Mr. Kuhn's works. Two of his feature-length documentaries, Cowspiracy, The Sustainability Secret, and What the Health, have gained international recognition as major difference makers in our battle against the world's critical climate emergency. What many people may not know is that Mr. Kuhn is also a professional singer who has been touring with his band X-True Nature X since 2008, raising public awareness about the plight of trillions of land and aquatic animals annually exploited for human use. The proceeds from X-True Nature X help to fund direct action rescues and animal-related investigative videos. Let us take a minute to listen to a clip from one of his songs, entitled One Species. Great talent, beautiful music, and a sobering message of compassion, don't you think? Wishing to do more for animal liberation, Keegan taught himself the art of filmmaking and proceeded to make short videos and mini documentaries as a way to help like-minded, underfunded animal advocacy groups reach a wider audience. His talent as a videographer and his genuine desire to help society's downtrodden soon caught the attention of a fellow Californian environmentalist, Kip Anderson, who wanted to make a documentary about our world's ecological and climate crisis. Keegan jumped at the idea. After 2.5 years of tireless work, they released the award-winning Cowspiracy, The Sustainability Secret, in 2014. The film follows the narrative of Kip's real-life adventure as he pounds the pavement in search of an answer to a question that had gnawn at him for a long time. Why aren't the major environmental groups in the country addressing the leading cause of the world's environmental degradation? In their follow-up documentary, What the Health, Keegan and Kip explore another equally perplexing question. Why aren't the largest health organizations in the country talking about the primary contributor to chronic diseases plaguing the nation? Even before working on Cowspiracy, Keegan and Kip were aware that our world's colossal ecological devastation and costly public health crisis are almost single-handedly the work of one industry, the livestock industry. This is made abundantly clear in their documentaries. For instance, Cowspiracy points to animal livestock raising as being responsible for over 51% of human-induced greenhouse gas emissions, up to 91% deforestation worldwide, and most of the planet's topsoil erosion, desertification, ocean death zones, species extinction, food shortage, water depletion, and environmental pollution.
I've focused on animal agriculture issues predominantly because it's one of the most egregious industries that faces the planet. What this industry does to animals obviously is horrific. What this industry does to the planet is devastating. What this industry does to our own health is, literally the leading cause of death for human beings. And so it feels like an industry that really needs more attention, that we really should be doing everything we can to bring awareness to, so that people can have they have all the information needed to make informed decisions.
In What the Health, Keegan and Kip connect the dots linking the livestock industry to all the prevalent chronic diseases in the world. While the science of nutrition is notoriously complex, Keegan and Kip point to many compelling studies implicating animal-based foods as the main culprit in an increasingly sick world. For instance, the China study, which is collaboration between Cornell University, Oxford University, the Chinese Academy of Preventive Medicine, and the Chinese Cancer Institute, tracks 6,500 rural Chinese over a 20-year period. The study finds that there are no nutrients in animal-based foods that are not better provided by plants, possibly with the exception of vitamin B12, which can be easily supplemented. Saintly viewers, it's time to enjoy some fragrant air in the flower garden. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program. Through their documentaries, Keegan and Kip pinpointed the livestock industry as the single most destructive force on the planet today. While some detractors take issue with the finer points of their research, none have been able to discredit their larger point about the harm of the livestock industry on the environment and human health. The filmmakers have posted a point-by-point rebuttal online to further elaborate the facts, which can be found on cowspiracy.com. Reading the rebuttal and the website's fact sheet, one gets a sense of how much painstaking research has gone into the documentaries. To learn more about Cowspiracy facts, please visit cowspiracy.com. Given the enormous harms of the animal raising industry on the environmental and public health fronts, Keegan and Kip were puzzled by the silence on the part of the country's major environmental and health organizations on this issue. Since these non-governmental organizations receive financial support from the public, Keegan and Kip felt that they have the responsibility to keep the public well informed and protected. Yet, the deeper they probed, they realized the major influence the livestock industry has over many non-governmental organizations, the educational system, the media, and the government.
When it comes to government, it's a really tricky thing in the United States. So much of the government is controlled by industry. And so I think until we get industry out of our government, we're not going to see real changes. And I think it's going to have to come from a grassroots.
Through the process of making the films Cowspiracy and What the Health, Keegan became convinced that the way to save our planet from this insidious industry is to mobilize the power of consumers.
I think it's going to have to come from people getting together and saying enough is enough and no longer supporting them. And that's what we're starting to see, is that when people aren't supporting these industries, they have less power in our government because they don't have as much money. And that's really what it all comes down to. So adopting a plant-based diet, a vegan lifestyle, is the most important thing anybody can do for the planet, for their health, and for animals. So I think that's the first thing. And then from there, it's sharing this information. Share it with your community, with your family, your friends, and take it out into the world because, again, people can't make informed decisions unless they have the information.
In relation to addressing climate change, Keegan explains what measures we can take.
Raising animals for food produces more greenhouse gases than the entire transportation sector. So every car, boat, train, plane, truck combined, raising animals for food has a bigger impact. We grow enough food right now to feed 10 billion people. We don't have a shortage of food. We just are feeding it to the wrong animals. And so we can stop animal agriculture, feed the entire world, reduce climate change, allow forests to come back, allow water to be sequestered in soil. It's the biggest thing any of us can do, more than changing our power to electric or solar or renewable energy, more than driving an electric vehicle, more than recycling. Anything that you could do in the environmental world, nothing comes close to the impact that our diets have.
Renowned spiritual teacher, Supreme Master Ching Hai, has spoken on several occasions about the effect animal products has on our planet, including in this October 2009 conference in Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
Now, we should be warning people all about the products containing meat and milk and eggs also, fish even. Anything to do with animal products, we should, as you said, put a warning label on them. This is because these products bring many of the same health problems and involves the same animal cruelty, and they are destroying our home. We must stop animal production now, and at all costs if we want to keep this planet called home.
All information concerning the scientific evidence of climate change and its solution is in Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace, free for download at crisistopeace.org.
Mr. Keegan Kuhn, your courage, wisdom, and benevolence are truly inspirational. Our salute also goes to Mr. Kuhn's colleague, Kip Anderson. We are grateful to both of you for your insights, selfless work, and dedication to revealing the truth through films for a better world for all beings.
Supreme Master Ching Hai thankfully present Keegan Kuhn and Kip Anderson the Shining World Compassion Award each, with humble supportive token of $20,000 each toward their humane project. In God's love, may heavens love and shield you every day.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and/or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for HERE's compassion and love toward HERE's precious children.
To learn more about Keegan's films, please visit his website at firstparkmedia.net. Progressive viewers, we thank you for your presence today. Please join us for part 2 of our show on Thursday, April 30, 2020. Coming up next is The Life of the Lord Mahavira, Deadly Torture by Sangam, Part 4 of 4, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May you be blessed with greater wisdom and compassion with each passing day.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VE.
Műsoraink sok nyelvet tartalmaznak. Kérjük, tekintse meg itt suprememastertv.com/schedule és suprememastertv.com/VE.